Hello and welcome to this part of the world. I'm in the car and I'm gonna play some music for myself and for anyone listening, and if it's anything good I might talk about it a little bit, and if it's really bad I might change, but if it's just slightly bad I might listen and try to understand why. So here we go. The playlist will start on shuffle and we will see where we end up. I mean, this is the best music in the world. Skyblazer sounds like it could be from less than the less common power metal country. Or it's Swedish. I guess it's Swedish. Skyblazer. Yeah, the song is Infinity's Wings. That's why you can sing along to half of the chorus at least, even if you haven't heard the song before. I don't remember listening to this album at all, but it came out in 2023 and I think it made the rounds on my playlist, but it didn't end up anywhere near the top of my 2023 list, end of the year list. This is great. I love this. For some reason, I think when the vocals are sounding like this, I don't mean the voice or the timbre or just the production of it. Something makes me think of this is probably a one-man band. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be corrected, but it sounds like it's a one-man band just because the vocal production is what it is. Come on. Its wings we fly. Yeah. Damn, if I wasn't stuck to this format and if I listened to this without recording, I would have kind of tried to pick up whatever else these guys have recorded, find the self-titled EP by The Offering, so the EP called The Offering from 2017, and just put that one on, because that one starts out with a banger, and it was just a great new find for me when it came out. But then they recorded an album, I think it's this one, that was the first full length they put out, album called Home. They did something, I think this is the kind of style I like from this band. They went a bit too, can I say, a bit too heavy. They had some really special clean vocals. He had I think they're layered, but one of the layers at least was these really high soaring clean vocals on top of the rasp. And it was just so interesting and new and fresh. It was a new style of vocals for me. It's still kind of unique sounding now, but it had more of those unique vocals on the EP, I think. And yeah, this part. They really thrive in this groovy mid-tempo part. They shouldn't try to be... shouldn't try to go so heavy. And yeah, I'm not big on breakdowns. Here's a breakdown and I don't care for it much. But yeah, shouldn't do the blast beat. They shouldn't do the breakdowns. They should just be heavy metal with kind of clean vocals and harsh vocals mixed together, and focus on the groove and the vocal hooks and if I remember correctly, the riffs were really good on the EP as well, so I'd rather listen to that one. So cool those vocals. This is song Failure, and in parentheses S.O.S. I don't know what the lyrics are about. Maybe the failure to record a good debut album. S.O.S. The tiger took my family. And it's already 4.5 minutes long, and they put on another extra minute on the tail end. I'm gonna fade out. They could have been much more interesting on the first album, definitely. This is a really slow start. I don't even recognize the artwork on this one, but it's by an artist that's one of the most prominent musicians and vocalists and let's say musicians in my CD collection. This is of course I say, but yeah, it's Witherscape with Dan Svane and some other guy. Okay, it's an EP. That's why maybe I didn't recognize the artwork. But I mean, I was very hyped for the first album, but that one fell a little flat for me because I like Don's clean vocals a lot, but something didn't make this band just use his vocals in the way I like. I don't know what this EP was serving for purpose, if it's a warm-up to the album or if it's a completely standalone release, but I don't think I've listened to the EP that came between the two albums. And yeah, he's still one of my favorite musicians and singers in every sense, but the Witherscape project is one of my least favorite things he put out. And I said he was probably the most prominent musician in my CD collection if you also included all the things he has had a hand in producing. I guess he would be at the top overall. He's been mixing and mastering and engineering so many albums. I recently saw a kind of a compilation, just a list of bands that have been put through the Unisound studio of 2024, and it was just so many bands. So I don't know how he even finds the time, because doing the mixing and mastering on the level that he does, I don't think you can do one album a day, but the amount of bands he had done almost made it look like it. Sounds like Swedish. I'm usually a completionist when it comes to CD collecting, and even though I have more or less stopped buying physical CDs, I would not have been buying these CDs either, even though, like I said, I'm a bit of a completionist, being a Dan Svane collector earlier. I would have stopped being a collector after this. I wish you put out more pandemonium or yeah, something else. Oh, I should raise the volume. What's this now? This is a pretty interesting band. They're called Far Beyond, and I think it's mostly one guy. And we all know that Wintersun put out a really shitty album in 2024. The Time 2 album was the biggest disappointment in a century for every man on Earth. Every man and woman on Earth. I'm generalizing a bit, but that was what I have read at the for the most part. The general thinking of that album is that Time 2 was not worth the wait. And for those people who like Wintersun, like I do, this is a good band to listen to instead. Far Beyond. And this is the 2024 album, The End of My Road. But for me, this also fell flat. I listened to it, didn't like it much. I listened to the Wintersun album that came out, I think it came out later in the year than this one. And that one was just totally messed up. So after a while I went back to Far Beyond, tried to listen to this album again, but yeah, it wasn't all there. I had a few other bands last year that did a Wintersun style metal better than the originators. One such band was Ruin Forge, an album I listened a lot to in the first half of the year, but that one didn't make my list either. Something just didn't made me stay in the long run. And in the end it was a Swedish band called Autumn's Morning that ended up on my end of the year list, with a lot of Wintersun sounding moments on an album that in itself is too long, but if you're looking for that style of music, that was my favorite of 2024. Maybe Far Beyond being the second best Wintersun album that year. Ruin Forge maybe third, Wintersun maybe 6th or 7th, and some other stuff in between. But yeah, this song is 9.5 minutes, and I think I'm gonna fade out here and actually find a parking spot. So we're saying bye for now.